Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Sarge42, and welcome. It's been a while. It's been, I think, like 3 months, which was a lot longer than I intended. So, first things first, I'm sorry. Um, Especially in this trying time of COVID, which I hope anyone who's gotten it has been cured of it. Anyone who hasn't gotten it, I pray, well, I don't necessarily pray, but I hope you guys don't get it. But so I just feel bad that that's going on, that I'm not here to bring you content like you would need to keep you busy during your trying times of being stuck at home. But so it'll start at end of January, probably last week of January, which is roughly around the same time I disappeared. I had to move, which is why this background is all different from my main place last time. So I had to move. So my setup has not been finalized. Because currently I moved to a place where, kind of view it as a one bedroom apartment, because me and my roommate, which is one of my longtime friends from high school, share a room together. So there's not a lot of room here, so I don't have a lot of stuff. So I went from having a desk to a white fold-out table. So that's caused a little bit of problems. And then to top it off, so that's why YouTube stopped, because I didn't have my setup complete. Even right now, my setup is not ideal. um, and, well, what ended up happening afterwards, that my graphics card, and my graphics cards in my computer started clashing to the point where it was making it really unbearable on my computer. So I was running a NVIDIA graphics card as my main graphics card, and then I was running an AMD graphics card as my second graphics card. Now, normally you don't do that. For anybody who's like computer oriented, knows graphics cards, builds a computer, is probably going, why would you do that? Me, I'm sorry. I just needed a second monitor. My main graphics card doesn't have two HDMI slots. And that was really my main thing, was I needed two monitors to run for streaming. It's not necessary, but I prefer to have it so I'm not tabbing out of the game every so often to check the comments. Or I didn't have it up on my phone. I didn't want to be sitting there playing a game going, alright, so-and-so said this, okay. Alright, and then I'd go and I'd be like, oh yeah, so-and-so said this, and I'd respond to you. That's not how I want to do it. I wanted to be able to just be playing my game, look right, read my thing, and respond as I'm playing. Be able to look over, read real quick, and continue playing and respond. It makes it a lot easier. Plus, my streaming software I use, which is Streamlabs, has its own chat system that pops up when people chat on my stream. So it makes it a lot easier. Now, so that's why I've not been doing that's one of the reasons why I've been doing YouTube or streaming. Another one is that March 4th, probably March 4th, I think is what the day, I was in a car wreck. Now, it wasn't a serious wreck as in we collided with another car or something like that. But for those of you who live in the state of Oregon, other ones who don't, you guys have your own farms, but Oregon's weather is very bipolar. You could pretty much fit all seasons in one day and never be prepared for any of it. So, me and my father were driving. My father was driving. We were going down this road, and we had one of those sudden bouts of hail. Hail covered the road, which was fine. Normally, you can still drive through. It's everything else. My dad's tire got hit a pothole that had ice in it, and it caused us to spin a little bit. Now, my dad couldn't regain control of the car. Now, we don't know if that's caused from something going wrong in the car, or if it's just how slick it was, because my dad had just gotten his vehicle back from a repair shop, and it wasn't necessarily done correctly to begin with. Some things weren't bolted correctly and anything else. But yeah, so we spun out of control, wiping out a fence line, right by a wrecking yard, and it was a wrecking yard's fence line, and we hit it hard enough to push one of the wrecked vehicles that's in there on top of another one, and yeah, my side of the car, which is the passenger side, I was in the passenger front seat, took all the impact. So my lower back, um, my hips, everything was hurting really bad, and so I was out of commission for a little bit. I'm pretty much better now for the most part, except for my left shoulder. That whole section along with my left arm is still pretty messed up. But yeah. So that's been a fun few months. And then but yeah, so that's kind of why I haven't been doing YouTube and stuff like that. My setup's not done. My graphics card kind of needed to be replaced. I haven't replaced it yet. I need to get it. I took out the AMD, but I need to get a new graphics card that has multiple HDMI slots, because once that happens, you guys will see streams and everything pop right back up, everything else. And I'll let you guys know. And then, let me just grab my drink real fast. And yes, I know it's not a rain this time. It seems like half the time I'm drinking an energy drink or something, but and sorry I keep looking this way. I actually, so my monitor right now, quote unquote monitor, is actually a TV, and that's actually what everything's on. I literally have my old monitor sitting in front of it which is where this webcam is placed on. So I keep looking back to look at that to make sure everything's working correctly, and for the fact that I have notes so I can stay on track this time, since it's been a while. I want to make sure I stay on track for you guys. But yeah, ongoing to updates for the channel itself, because that's what you guys are here for anyway, besides just my personal life. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to, even though it was a really fun series to make, and I'd love to continue it, as of right now, War Tapes is over. And for those of you who watched it and enjoyed it, I'm glad. It wasn't exactly canonical, as you'd say, because the fact that, like, things like Captain Smithers would talk about helicopters coming in or other vehicles that weren't necessarily at that time, which is my fault. I didn't do my research before I started the series. That'll teach me a little bit about doing more research and stuff, but the series itself is over due to the fact that me and Be Wild, who's been a longtime friend for years, I've known him since practically... Well, pretty much, I've known him since at least middle school, so I've known him for a very long time. And him and me recently, we cut ties due to differences in life, where we're going, whether it be what careers we wanted to take, what careers we should take, all that kind of stuff. All the things, you know, when you and your friends kind of split off in life and go your separate ways. So unfortunately, him and me are no longer really talking. Do all this, so War Tapes is officially over. If something changes, you guys will know first thing. I'll keep you guys updated on that. But as anything else, as me always saying, this might pose questions like, does this mean all the content he's in is going to disappear from a channel? No, it does not. Any content that I did with Be Wild stays on channel. Will stay there on the channel for you guys to enjoy, because it's a lot of cool stuff that we've done. Also, like I always say, do check out his channel. He does a lot of cool stuff. I don't know if he's still currently uploading or not. I don't know his schedule. I don't know anything about that, but in itself, he does a lot of cool things. He does some gaming videos. I don't know if he has that many, but a lot of it's gameplay with music overlaid into it, and it fits it really well, I think. I really enjoy his content. So there's that. There's a little plug or whatever you want to call it. I do plan on bringing series back. That's another thing. I want to bring God Eater back. Now, it's not going to come back in the way most people would think. A lot of people are like, oh, he's just going to continue where he left off. It's been a long time since I played God Eater. So, and I don't like the way the series was going. Not because choices or anything else, but halfway through my series, I actually got the webcam I use. Not the webcam, the microphone I use now, which is a Razer Seiren X, I believe. And so my audio quality changes drastically because I used to use headset mics, and those are alright if you're gaming, I guess. But if you're you're just gaming, chatting with your friends, it's fine. But if you're actually doing recording, doing stuff like that, I usually prefer an actual mic. So I want to kind of just start from the beginning, do a bunch of things like that, get going. You're not going to really lose anything because I usually cut out a lot of the fights anyway. Maybe you'll see just bigger episodes just to kind of catch us up to where we're at. Maybe I'll short the episodes down or something like that. Who knows? But I want to bring God Eater back. Actually, I really like the series because I liked games like Monster Hunter and everything else, which also holds a place in my heart. And maybe I'll do videos on that with Iceborne and all that. Who knows? But and then of course I'm a huge anime fan, so there's that. Speaking of, as a side note, Otaku Box. Now that things are starting to ease up a little bit and funds aren't so drastic now due to the whole COVID thing, in general, as things are getting easier to get in the mail and everything else, I plan on restarting that subscription series. Well, not series, but subscription. And so you won't see it until July. But I plan on ordering it again because the way subscriptions work for you guys that are unaware, and for those of you aware, you'll already know this, but you usually pay on the 1st. They ship out like sometime between the 20th and the 24th. Typically, some ship out a little later, some ship out sometimes a little earlier, and then they don't arrive till the next month. So that's how that one arrived. With the Otaku Box, you pay sometime between the 1st and the 7th. It bills you on the 1st. If you can't pay it, it'll keep trying to charge a few times until the 7th. And after the 7th, if it didn't charge, you have to wait till next month. But if you do pay for it, it'll ship out on the 24th. And I personally usually got it on the 9th of the next month. But usually around there. But sometimes it could be sooner, sometimes it could be later. Just depends on where you live. So yeah, I want to hopefully continue that for you guys because I know you guys were enjoying that. And I enjoyed seeing the kind of cool things you can get from that. What other series and stuff? Oh, Darksiders. I had a lot of fun playing Devil May Cry. No, DMC Devil May Cry. Sorry, I have to be specific. Some Devil May Cry fans may be upset if I just say Devil May Cry. I had a lot of fun playing the game. Loved it, absolutely. And that taught me patience for games that I was struggling with to play. So I will probably be doing, I don't know if I'll live stream it at some point or what I'll do there, but maybe I'll play the original Devil May Cry games for you guys. Not to mention, Darksiders will return. Loved the game. Got to a point that was really time-based, didn't have time for it, and so I stopped playing. Perhaps games like Cuphead. I know Cuphead's a little old, so I don't know if I'll bring that back. Let me know in the comments if you guys will. And then other series I think about. You'll see things as they go. There's a few other games I have in mind that I'd love to play that I've played a little bit already, but I absolutely love the game, so I wouldn't mind popping back into it and doing a playthrough for you guys to enjoy. And then videos. Speaking of videos, when they're going to come out. So the plan is, I don't know if this week will be for sure when this video comes out. I don't know if I'll have my planned release amount out. But my plan is to go back to 2 videos per week until I get myself worked into the ease of things, get things figured out, get my schedule refigured out. Then once that happens, I'll go back to the normal 2 to 3 videos per week. Because typically you'll always get 2 videos for sure. If I can do 3, I'll give you 3. If I could do more, maybe you'll get more. But typically I did that so that way I could stream. So who knows? Maybe I'll add more videos. I may do less. I'll let you guys know as I figure it out. You always know about that. And then another thing, I haven't been sitting idly by for this whole time that I've been away from my channel. I've been coming up with lots of things to do, trying to figure out new things, new series. As I watch other channels, I get inspirations, kind of things like they do. I be like, oh, hey, this would be kind of neat. So keep an eye out. I might have some cool, unique, interesting things to do soon. But I'll keep you posted. And then in the meantime, since I wasn't really doing videos, I wasn't streaming, and after the wreck and everything else, I've actually been doing a little project I've been wanting to get done. So I actually published a book. There's no physical copy of the book right now, and who knows, maybe at some point I will. But that'll be something to work out a little later. But the book itself is called The Day the Kingdom Fell, I think. Don't quote me on that. You probably should, but I'm like 100% positive it's called The Day the Kingdom Fell. And it's on Wattpad. It's book 1 of a series. It's book 1 of the Kingdom Falls series was what I call it. It's completed. Everything else on there. I'll leave a link in the description for it, so it'll either lead directly to my profile where you can view the book, or it'll lead to the book directly. I don't know. I have to look on Wattpad for sure to see how I go about that. And then let's see, other neat things to come up with. Well, not come up with, but that have been updated. Instagram. I actually have an Instagram at theSarge42. Link will also be in the description in there. But my Instagram is where you'll see me post a lot of artwork. I won't really post things. That's kind of where I'll keep you guys updated on the book itself, because I don't want to merge all these things together for you guys. So keep an eye on that. That's where all my artwork, and then updates and stuff like that will happen for you guys. Trying to think of what else. Oh yeah, Discord. If you guys aren't a part of the Discord, you should most definitely join. It's the Sarge's Platoon. Link will be in the description as always. And it's where we can all come together, play games, do everything else like that as a community, whether it be if you're just an anime fan and want to have a group together where people can come together and talk about anime. You're a gamer, so you want to find groups. You want to find people who can chat about games, give you suggestions, or just maybe play games with you. Or if you're just a people you just want to chat about normal stuff, everyday stuff, or you want a place where you can be not safe for work. A little bit of everything. You guys can find it there. Big changes with that, because that's why I'm bringing it up, is that I am currently in the works of creating an auto roll system that you guys can assign yourself. That way, for all of you guys who aren't gamers, you don't get notifications from people talking in there, chatting in there, doing whatever. Just like if you're a gamer but you don't like anime, you won't hear anything about anime, or vice versa. You'll figure out all that stuff. Those aren't the exact choices. I'm not saying that if you're a gamer, you cannot have anime. It's either anime or no. You can't. It's not a gamer or anime. It's not like that. But you'll get to choose which roles you want, so which categories you will get to hear and see. That way, your Discord experience is personalized for you. And it's not, that update's not out yet. It's not created. It's in the process of being in the work. I'm the one who does all the moderation, the creation, everything else. And I'll have one Discord channel that'll be designated for you guys to leave reviews, ideas, suggestions, everything's for the Discord. Like if new channels should be created, what channels they should be, what they're for, who should have access to them, those kind of things to give me ideas, so that way I can create the experience even better for you guys. But yeah. Yeah, I don't really have much to say. I've pretty much said everything I had to say. I had a lot in my mind, and I'm glad I got to share it with you guys. So if you like this video and like to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to click the bell so you get notifications for whenever I upload or go live. If I go live on YouTube, who knows? Maybe I'll do that. So that way, I might do that. You never know. And then make sure you hit that like button, smash it to pieces, so that way I know to make more vlogs, keep you updated and stuff like that. And then again, don't forget to follow me on social medias like Twitter, where I just say random things here and there. My Instagram, where you'll see comments on my books and everything else. And then join the Discord so you can be part of this big happy family. But yeah, if you have any comments, questions, give me this, please leave in the comment section below, and I do read them. I will respond to you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.